Hello, Doc. Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators. To catch a predator, have a seat with Chris Hansen. My streaming crime network, True Blue, all the rest. Now, Doc, I'm going to need you to have a seat right over there. I've been going through some of the transcripts of your online behavior, and I'm curious as why you're so into whisper. Maybe you should just put it out there for everyone to hype you up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I've been away for a little while and I'm trying to get back into the game. You know, I got some personal stuff going on. I'm just gonna be up front. My videos are gonna be a little bit more far and few between because I just have too much happening right now. Things picked up pretty fast. I had some personal life events that have turned my schedule upside down, and I personally just haven't had the time to put out content. So I apologize. But today, of course, we're talking about the Dr. Disrespect allegations. Yep. That's what everyone's talking about. Now, I wanted to wait to see how this would play out, because when I first opened Twitter and I saw Dr. Disrespect was trending, and I was like, oh, he must have actually finished his game. They might be talking about his game, because goddamn, is that game not even finished yet? I'm waiting for the day that it gets somewhat playable. I've seen videos on it already, and people are basically just calling it like a big nothing burger. It's essentially in the state that it's in. But that's all I really care about with Dr. Disrespect. Then I saw there's the word allegations in there, and I was like, whoa, did he do the thing? Did he do the thing I was thinking he's doing? And I'm looking into it, I'm reading it, and it seemed that an ex-Twitch employee who supposedly had involvement with the situation or knowledge, something of this sort, came out and said essentially, hey, yeah, Dr. Disrespect, like, you know, he's cool with kids, you know what I'm saying? You know, you picking on what I'm putting down? And I saw that and I was like, okay, all right. That's it's interesting. We've seen another content creator turned predator. But I would like to, you know, I wanted to see the screenshots. I want to see like what he said. Like what kind of wild stuff are we talking about here? Is there someone else who's coming out? Is there a victim coming out? Is he being arrested? Was he arrested already? Is he in court? Is he on trial? What's happening? None of that happened. I got none of that. And Twitter is going nuts. Twitter is literally like, you know that scene in Smiling Friends? That's essentially what's happening over there. Now, it's pretty much like every day that Twitter is like this, but this is especially special because Twitter has decided that they're going to go the guilty until proven innocent route. And since we've seen so many people confirmed as predators, I think that's what's happening here is I guess you could put it in words of my theory of how people like act. So they see something, an accusation or a title or a name calling used in the proper context once, twice, a couple times to reinforce it. And of course, when they see a similar situation and they get access to it and they go, hey, I could use this in the right context, this accusation in this context, it would apply. And they don't look any further into it because they're typically lazy as shit. They don't fucking pay attention to anything. They're probably brain dead. And that's exactly what's happening here. As far as I'm aware, I'm not trying to insult anyone, by the way. As far as I'm aware, there's no evidence. I waited a couple days after this, you know, whole thing started coming out. I've given this time. I truly wanted to, like, give this benefit of doubt because I was just sitting there like, okay, you know, we've seen a lot from content creators recently, and I was interested on the ban. And someone on a podcast mentioned something similar a month prior to this. So it's like, okay, we're seeing a pattern here, but I have nothing. We're just saying it. And it just seems like an angry mob looking for a reason to be upset. And that's all I can take it as. And there's also like running jokes, like that clip from Chris Hansen in the beginning. And you're going to go like, hey, Stark, hey, dumbass, over here. Chris Hansen is a predator poacher person. Like, that's what he does. What's happening here? You're just lying to me? You're just gaslighting me? Do you enjoy fucking with me? And I'm gonna say probably, yeah, I enjoy gaslighting, but I'm gonna urge you to go back and look. It's a cameo. It's not real. It's someone paid him to say that because it's a joke. And I get it's funny, but the people who are just taking it straight as like, oh my god, Chris Hansen is getting involved, shit's getting real. I really just hate to even say this or make this comparison, but I have to say it. It's pretty much akin to the laziness that someone like Tipster would, you know, provide from this tweet. You know, Tipster knows all about messaging the wrong kind of people he shouldn't be. And then Kaceytron, you know, with her absolute genius and her self-destructive behavior, refusing to elaborate on topics, resorting to name-calling, racism, sexism, just basically just deflecting all criticism, and then while refusing to elaborate because anyone who disagrees with her is an incel and yada yada, while trying to, I guess, post herself up as a fun, chill, weed-loving, I like weed jokes, guys, and it's not like 5,000 people have already burnt out this personality. It's nothing new. I'm not trying to say that I'm original in any way, shape, or form, but I try to do what I can. I do this for fun, and I do this not only just for, just making the content for the views, but it's also like for personal reasons. I got to keep talking, right? And in my line of work, I do a lot of presentations, and that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my career. I'm going to be elaborating on things, so I need to be able to speak coherently. By being truthful with you, I guess you could call this a personal attack. That's speaking coherently and elaborating, not Kaceytron's strong suits. Just not at all. You might have just noticed for a second, like, hey, wasn't that just Nickmercs? And that's a drama in its own, because I'm going to talk about, of course, more than one person, but Nickmercs decided to step in, right? Now, Nickmercs is one of the people who has, he's gotten his attacks, and he's similar to Kaceytron, and I'll elaborate, in a manner in which they are picking out people who are a very vocal minority, I would like to say. I don't know about Kaceytron. Kaceytron stirred that up herself. It is now a vocal majority because she just says stupid shit. But they essentially have picked things out, and they see it, and they constantly, no, I wouldn't say always constantly, but they bring it up enough times where we're just like, we roll our eyes, and we're like, dude, we get it. You have beef with insert community. We don't care. Just continue to make the content you're going to make. No one actually cares. And Nickmercs does this thing where he has an issue with, people of the LGBTQ plus community, and he brings it up. He's so off topic through this whole thing. He's like straight ADHD and through this whole thing. He can't focus, but he elaborates on his side of the argument, like, hey, we don't have any evidence. And then Kaceytron's trying to say, like, you just don't know what you're talking about.
Yo, checking in. Look, I opened Twitter. Bunch of my mentions are he, they, she, hey, they, fucking, I identify as a helicopter. God damn it. And I seen the couple tweets about the doc. I'm as taken back as a lot of you guys are, okay? But the fact remains that these are some crazy accusations. Crazy. Big time accusations. And until we know more, until we know them as fact, until they've been proven with evidence, what are we talking about? What's anybody talking about? As far as the leave the little kids alone stuff, this doesn't make it any further from the truth. Leave little children out of your shit. Have a nice day.
Well, of course, with that little piece at the end and the stuff at the beginning, it seems like he has an obvious beef with the community, especially on Twitter. Which honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Just keep bringing it up. Just let it go, because the communities love to latch on to this stupid shit. They love to fuck with you, and they love to know that they exist in your head at any point in time. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive about them. They really don't care. Some people were so deprived of human interaction that they're willing to do anything to get attention. And he's referencing a time which he got his skin removed, or bundle, whatever you want to call it, from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. And all his tweet said was they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. In a reply to something about demonstrators at a school, or a school board meeting, I believe. And, you can have your own opinions on it. I don't really care. I'm not here to debate you. But that's all he had said, just leaving kids alone. And Activision from that decided they didn't fuck with them anymore, and they dropped Nickmercs. There's probably more that's going on there, but I don't really know. I don't really care that much. It's been a while, so I'm not making a video currently on it. It's not really my problem anymore. But more drama came with this. You're never gonna guess who came up next. MrBeast. And from Drama Alert came this screenshot of Chris's tweet of the video of Nickmercs, and Nickmercs obviously replied to it, and Chris said me every time I post on Twitter /POS, and Nickmercs said you should be ashamed of yourself leaving your wife and child to play pretend, and one day you'll wake up and realize what you've done. And then, yeah, everyone's just throwing hands at each other. This is sometimes why I enjoy Twitter. Maybe the discourse isn't super positive. It's pretty unhealthy. But, like, everyone just started bar fighting. Free for all. Hands rated E for everyone. And then MrBeast drops in. The reply saying, Ava is literally always with her kid, doesn't even go on shoots to spend more time with him. Tuck man is always smiling. Not sure why this rumor is a thing. Probably thinking to yourself, we've reached MrBeast. Who else could this reach? And it'd probably be someone, I'm going to be honest with you, a little bit more irrelevant than MrBeast. I'm not trying to put this person out in particular. Apparently this person gets himself in a lot of discourse with the Call of Duty community, but just jumped right on the accusations. Hot seat in that shit. Bro out here saying leave the kids alone, and Doc's like, no, crazy. And then I can't even express to you how disgusting it is to use a picture of his daughter. That's absolutely wild. And then to go, yo, the amount of leave the pedo alone I'm reading in here is crazy. Just blatantly deflecting the actual fact that we don't have any proof. If this was how we ran the legal system, the fucking US would be just fucked. This shit would suck fuck. This shit would be so fucking backwards. I could accuse Rah without any evidence right here, right now, of just fucking shooting a lady in the face without evidence. Yo, to jail, right? Immediately accused, immediately sentenced. And I know you're like, hey, murder and being a predator isn't the same thing. And it's just like, it still falls under a crime, right? And the running theory is that, hey, Twitch settled this behind, closed doors, and Doc put out that really vague tweet and was like, hey, no wrongdoing was found to be done. Brother, fucking Twitch doesn't decide the legality of things. If a victim came forward and went to the police, Twitch as a whole would be just fucked as a company. They're already fucked up, and their reputation would tank so fucking low from a situation like that ever coming out. They'd have to fucking assassinate a potential victim. They'd have to assassinate the fucking Doc, right? That shit that's not like, we're not in fucking cyberpunk, right? We're not paying people off here. This shit would actually go straight to court. This isn't just getting settled behind doors. Now, if it did, Twitch is going down the shitter. Theoretically speaking, if Twitch had actually covered up an actual fucking crime, Epstein Island type of shit, you know what I'm saying? They would have immediately just fucking destroyed their company. They're going to do it if that's the case. Frankly, if that is how that plays out, I have no remorse for anyone who is involved. If you want to know the kind of person Rah is, it's great content like this, and Rah saying things to deflect criticism again by picking out the vocal minority, and the vocal minority on the internet just happens to be a bunch of fucking lunatics, and then writing it off as, oh my god, I'm getting so much hate for this. You people are just nuts. All of you people are just nuts. Instead of they're just blanket stating it instead of tackling the issue head on. And the reality is, you people have to realize you're going to run into insane people. I've had people come into Discord servers. I've had people try to DM me on Discord, right? And try to dox me for literally just making fun of a streamer who did something, basically a crime, or just said some out-of-pocket shit. You're going to run into people like that. There's nothing you can do about it. It is the Wild West right now. Shit's wild. Everything's going crazy. Everyone's going nuts, throwing punches at each other. And then we have dug up some old tweets. We've dug up some records of the Twitch employee who claims to have known what actually happened. And lo and behold, it seems that we're going to lose a little bit of credibility to our claims because we might have had some financial gain involved. Trying to put out tweets saying like, hey, if you guys, if we sell out tickets to my, the concert or whatever, I'll tell you what happened with Dr. Disrespect. I swear to God, I'll tell you what happened. I was directly involved, right? Now, if he is directly involved on something like this, why not at all whistleblow this sooner? This is a crime. This is something fucking serious. If you had known, why not put something out? And there's other people that are trying to argue that, like, hey, people like Destiny knew, like, it doesn't matter. People already, like, they said that it's not their thing to expose. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a fucking child. Theoretically, it's a minor and an adult, a fucking 40-year-old man, right? Those two things, no, it's a no for people who don't fucking understand that. So, either this Twitch employee is a fucking idiot or he's a fucking idiot who's lying. It's one of the two things. Oh, Doc, fucked up, dropped the ball on trying to reply with something that made sense and gave people a reason to just doubt him straight up. And then he put out a reply, of course, on stream.
For those that are looking for me to expand on this weekend, not gonna. I already said what I needed to say. I don't give a fuck about this guy. That's it. So I do appreciate the donations. I do appreciate the messages.
Now, if Doc is as pissed as he looks in this video, I'd get it. I'd understand at this point, because for the past 15 minutes, we've been talking about how fucking incoherent some of these people are, and if you so much as disagree with them or ask for evidence, they immediately go, "Are you defending a pedophile, bro? Are you fucking serious, bro?" And they'll look you dead in the fucking face and 100%, with full conviction, think you're an asshole for asking for evidence for what is basically a crime. And if that's not the case, it's a fucking cyberpunk style cover-up by the goddamn CIA and Boeing, the Boeing company, just fucking assassinating employees and whistleblowers left and right. It's nuts. And if that is the case, that it is a huge fucking cover-up, fuck everyone involved, right? I fucking don't like Twitch. The CEO of Twitch got accused of being a fucking, he got exposed of being like a straight gooner with his fucking, he was showing off a feature and it was just all hot tub streamers around here, but I'm trying to up the quality of the content. So if there's anything I could do, change, improve, editing, music, etc., topics, let me know in the comments below or on the Discord server in the link below. And if you like it, dislike it, subscribe to stick around. And I have one little extra tidbit at the end, a little preview of my next video I'm working on. It's on the final shape. Here you go. I'm gonna come.